chance to catch me up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you recognize this scenario? You're decluttering an area and you're making great progress, and then you come across a box or pile of stuff that makes you go, oh, this is going to take ages. What do you do in that situation? Do you go through everything in the box or pile, or do you put it to one side and say, oh, you know, I'm going to keep making progress, that's going to really slow me down, I'm going to keep making progress and come back to that another time? If you recognise the scenario, let me know in the comments and tell me where that's happened for you. I have recently changed my advice on this. You might think you know what I would say, you might be wrong. I'm Rachel Papworth from Green and Tidy, the online professional organiser. I liberate busy people like you from the shackles of clutter and chaos for peace of mind and productivity, because when your home works, your life works. And I used to say, as part of my standard advice for decluttering and my 7-step decluttering process, I used to say, don't cut any corners. Nothing is sacred. Whatever you come across, go through it all. But I've noticed that when I'm working with clients, sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I say, yeah, put that to one side and come back to it another time. So I've been musing this week as to, okay, given that I've always said to people, don't cut any corners, how come sometimes when I'm working with people, I say, yeah, it's okay to put that to one side? And this is what's at the key of it. So if you come across a box or a pile and what makes you go, oh, is that it's a load of random stuff and you don't know what's in there, that's the one that you still need to go through. And if you've done my Room of Doom video course, you'll see that happen with Linda. As we're going through her loft, we come across a box, exactly that. She's like, oh, can't face this. And I say, well, let's just give it a go. And if you do find you can't face it, it's fine, we won't do it. But let's just see what happens. And then there's a clip on the course with her saying, you're a miracle worker, because it took her like 5 minutes and actually she got rid of most of it, and it really wasn't that hard once she got into it. So if what's stopping you, if what's making you groan is the thought that you just don't know what's in there and it looks like a random load of stuff, that's the one that you do need to go through. If you do know what's in the box or the pile and it's a job, a kind of discrete job, that is when you can put it to one side, because that is actually an action. So you know how I say, when you go through your clutter, you are inevitably going to find jobs to do, because all clutter is a deferred decision or an incomplete task. And so you're going to find lots of incomplete tasks. So if what you find is an incomplete task, that's okay. It's an action. You can put it in the action section. The important thing is that you either take the action at the end of the session or you schedule it. That's the important thing, is that you make sure that the action actually gets done. So I'll give you a couple of examples where it's happened recently when I've been working with a client and I've said, yeah, do that at another time. So one was a box of photographs. So we came across a big storage box full of all sorts of old family photos. So that's a discrete task. That's everything that was in there. There wasn't anything else in there. It was all photographs. And at some point she wants to sit down and go through the photos, decide what she's keeping. Maybe she's going to display some, maybe she's going to put some in an album. But do you see how that's a discrete task? So that's fine, put that to one side, just make sure you have decided when you're going to do it. And another example was, as we were going through a load of papers, we kept coming across hospital related papers. So it could be a letter saying there was an appointment at a certain time, or a procedure at a certain time, or the result of a test. And what she needed to do was construct a record and make sure that she had a record of when everything had happened. And also we knew that probably we were going to find more of that kind of stuff as we went around the rest of the house. So again, it's a discrete task. It's not like we don't know what's in the pile. We're making a pile that needs sorting of hospital papers, and that's a task to be done at another time, so long as it's scheduled. So do you see the distinction? So let me know if that rings true for you, and let me know if that helps you in the comments below. Give me a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next YouTube live. Bye bye.